Welcome to week 26 of Trending Educational News on Here TV Africa. My name is Florence Emmanuel. As usual, I'm going to be your host for today, while Abifab will join me to co-host right after the short break. But before the short break, here are the headlines from verified sources. Federal government approves 15 colleges to award degrees and NCE. NELFUND disbursed more student loan to multiple tertiary institutions. Governor Gov Abiodun approves 2 billion for MAPOLY and 2.5 million for best graduating students. NANS demand immediate reopening of Abuja primary school and threatens mass action. 180 students to participate in national swimming championship. And the last one for today, we have NDLEA reveals that 4 in 10 Nigerian undergraduates abuse drugs. Abuja will join us right after this short break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Abifab College of Innovation and Content Creation offers 6 months and 12 months training into content creating, internet radio, sound engineering and music production, film and video editing, and OAP and cinematography. For more detail chat 080231295999.
Welcome back. It's week 26 of Trending Educational News on Here TV Africa. Like I said earlier, as you can see, Abifab is right here in the studio with me already. Welcome, Abifab, to the studio.
Thank you. Good afternoon, good day, good morning to everybody of the world.
Welcome back. It's week 26 of Trending Educational News on Here TV Africa. As you can see, I have Abifab already here in the studio. Welcome, man. Say hello to your fans.
Thank you, viewers all over the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good midnight. Depending on where you are watching us from.
Good everything.
Good everything.
From wherever you're watching from.
Thank you.
So let's dive straight into the headlines that we have today.
Okay.
Speaking about federal government approving 15 more colleges rather to approve degrees and NCE. Going by this, do you think that with this what's it called? With this authorization to award these degrees, do you think a university would become more necessary or competitive?
Yes, it's a good thing. The issue now is that the qualification, entry qualification is different. Okay. For NCE, for first degree is different. Let's be frank with ourselves. There are some courses in NCE they can also accept pass in English. Why for degree it is credit in English, credit in maths. Then they can, well, College of Education or NCE, let me use NCE now. Those going for NCE, they can say, okay, 3 credits in your major and 2 passes in 2 other subjects. But for a degree program, it's 5 credits, English and maths included. That's by the way. Then again, any student who want to pick up education, who say, okay, I want to be a teacher, I want to be a lecturer, can start like that. NCE, first degree, be Bachelor of Education, the Master of Education before PhD is a good thing. So you are already on the line of education. Not that you go to University of Agriculture or you go to University of Technology and you want to become a teacher. You know, most of these things are happening. The other day I was asking somebody, I said, I see no reason why Rust, they don't call it Rust again, River State University of Science and Technology is running law. Because it's the University of Technology, just like saying FUTA is running law. So why would FUTA be doing medicine? Why would FUTA be doing pharmacy? So let everybody, when you have University of Medical Science. So now the way federal government have done it, kudos to their president, kudos to the current Minister of Education, who is really doing well, who is reviving education. Kudos to him, he's really doing well. For that, from Here TV, from Abifab myself, I say kudos. I don't know about you.
No, you know what I was thinking about this thing is, I think it is people having the right information.
Okay.
You know, when you want to do a thing, especially when it comes to education, you need to get the right information, meet the right people, let them put you through. You know, people will just like, especially this generation, you just see, my friend is going to FUTA, I will go to FUTA. On getting to FUTA, your course is not there. You just do any
Exactly. Even this one we have now, by the time they see their qualification, some could not enter university, maybe because he has a pass in English or a pass in mathematics. And for college education, they will still take them. The only thing that will tell them that before you go for your degree, you must go and perfect. So you still have opportunity after NCE. It's a good one. And having a qualification of NCE, Bachelor of Education is a good one, and have Master in Education is a good one. But it's lengthy.
Yes, it is. You are right.
It's a good one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Quickly, let's go to the next one.
Okay.
So NELFUND disburses more student loans to the likes of Adesanyan Polytechnic, Federal University of Education Akwa, and the Ignatius, Ajuru University of Education. You know, expanding would give more access of a truth to tertiary institution. But my question is, you know, I would always hammer on accountability. I think there should be more accountability mechanism that would be in place to track the record of the activities. Or what do you think?
Yes, I've said it here the other time. When you go to the portal, this information I've already checked on the portal. Immediately it's dropping, the amount is there.
Okay.
For those who are watching me, for those who know what I'm saying, the portal of, like this money now, the money that was disbursed to schools is already there, that has been disbursed. And information are sent to students.
Of course.
Don't go and pay your school fees, so your money has been dropped from NELFUND to your school. It's there. So there's a portal. So automatically, except if someone adjusted the what they call tampers, but the way it is on the system. Immediately, like this one's now, we have Adesanyan Polytechnic, 3 million for 50-something thousand disbursed to 28 students.
Yes.
For the Federal University of Education Zaria, 9.4 million for how many students? About 50 students.
Yes.
To about 240 students. Akwa Ibom State Polytechnic, 5.1 million to about 75 students.
You see, it's not just about
all these things, 20 million.
These numbers you're talking about.
Okay.
My question is, do you think this fund is actually doing any kind of boosting to
education?
Yes.
Yes. For students who, now, initially, when you go to the law that established this NELFUND, there was a time the federal government, Mr. President, send it back, the draft back to the House of Assembly to make some adjustments. And the adjustment is that, one, even if your parent is rich and they were not able to pay, you can ask for student loan. You understand? And they also give them stipends of 20,000 monthly to buy things. Now is that I don't go to school because my parent is no more there. I cannot go to school because my parents is no more there. Then how do I pay back? It is interest-free loan. 1, 2, you are not paying until you begin to acquire, until you acquire a job, you get a job.
Don't forget that there are still some areas that are less funded.
Okay.
Those that cannot access it. Do you think this particular set of people would be happy?
You see, another thing again that the federal government have said, there was a time the school from the southeast and south were complaining. Federal government said, did you apply? Because school must apply and be in the format, in the platform. You understand? The federal government will ask them, they have to submit some things. You understand? But school that have not applied, how can your student benefit?
But what if they don't have those collaterals?
If they didn't ask them to bring collateral. They only ask them to bring
the documents. There are prerequisites for them to.
You mean for the universities?
Yes.
The same.
You know, we're talking about this thing the other time.
Okay.
It's still collateral. For example, your parents' tax clearance. What if my?
They didn't ask for tax clearance. It's the wrong information. For university to apply, number one, it must be NUC approved or NAPTEP approved. National Board for Technical Education for Polytechnic. Okay. You must have the approval. Then the courses must also be approved. Then the vice chancellor, you know, it's not a school that is not approved. So many of these schools are springing up now. They cannot. Even private university, private polytechnic also cannot apply as at now. They said for you to have sent your child to a private university or private, that means you have money.
You have the money.
You cannot apply. But I believe later, because they are also Nigerians. The people who just manage to send their children to private institutions, not that they have their money. Because they are afraid of strike, they are afraid of courtesan, they are afraid of a lot of things. That's why you put their child in the private university. So I know with time, that one will be addressed. So for me, I saw it maybe not be perfect because I'm not working for NELFUND. I'm not
because in fact, your interest for NELFUND.
No, I have interest because, like I said, in our time, when we were growing up in the 80s and 90s, majority of us, those of us who left home to come to Lagos, to come to city, the fear is that who will pay my fee if I get to school. So that fear with this NELFUND thing is not there again.
No, don't say it. Okay.
Sure, let's
not
there again.
About that.
Let's not there. Sure, it's not there again.
But they are doing a very good job.
They are doing now. Yes.
I I know.
You know my interest in NELFUND, seriously.
Okay, no problem. NELFUND is doing well.
Yes.
Accepted. I agreed. I agreed.
Yes, must. You must.
So the next one.
Okay.
Governor Abiodun has, you know, awarded some students the best graduating students in MAPOLY, and also gave 2 billion naira to the school. So my question now is, fine, this money has been awarded.
Yes.
Do you think that I will not talk about the accountability this time around,
Because I know you're talking about so
you know, that's just the essence of the whole thing.
I understand.
If a money is stipulated for a particular project, it should be well utilized.
I'll
for
tell
that
you more
project.
about this.
Okay, so do you think that investing in polytechnics would help at least the what's it called, Nigerian workforce skills?
You see, Mr. Governor Abiodun, this is from Air TV. We say thank you for that opportunity, because if you have been to this school,
Moshood Abiola,
you see that the school needs infrastructure.
Exactly.
I've been there once or twice. I saw that it's an old school. That school should be about 40 years old. It started with Ogun State Polytechnic, the now saw it as the name MQ Abiola, Moshood Abiola Polytechnic. And there was a time the school, former governor, Senator, what's it called?
What's his name?
Senator Ibukule,
yes,
removed the school from Abeokuta to Ikpokia, which is Ikpokia side. You understand? I forgot they call that area. Maybe the east side. I can't remember the eastern part of it. Students could not go there. So the admission rate, they said initially the school, when they were in Abeokuta, we have between 30 to 50,000 students, both full-time and part-time. The school was busy. They were making money, and the school was busy and was becoming recognized. They have their recognition. Now, when they now took it to Ikpokia, the student admission now dropped to about 5,000. So, why this Abiodun now retrieve back the school to Abeokuta? They need to put the structure. They said infrastructural development of the school. They need roads. They need third roads within the school. They need structures. They need buildings. They need laboratory equipment. So this money is not meant for them to be jubilating and be sharing it. It's not this one, no be share money. Because this is for infrastructure. And the governor specifically said it to improve intervention for infrastructural development at the school old polytechnic. So you understand? Therefore, the student is a good one, you see. And why I am so happy about this, that the governor did not only give the school infrastructural development, but it started from the students, say from 2023-2024 academic section, which is the last one. They started from 2015-2016, best student. So some of them have gone. They are in their different places. The governor said, okay, call them back.
It's a good news.
It's a good news to them. Maybe some of them have gotten job and they have not gotten job. I know they will be contacted, because they will also listen to us on Air TV or hear this news on social media. So each of them having 2.5 million as best student is an encouragement. This one is not most beautiful girl in Nigerian context. This is not most beautiful girl in Nigerian context. This is purely education. So let's encourage education in Nigeria. This is a very good one. You understand? Instead of giving most beautiful girl and those who show their body this and that and that. So this is okay for education. No. This is for education. Let's encourage education.
So we'll move to the next one quickly.
Okay.
The National Association of Nigerian Students (NANS) is calling for urgent reopening of the closed primary school in Abuja. You know, they warn against mass action if the school is not open. So what I want to say is that how can, you know, I think there should be a kind of dialogue between the NANS and the government in order for this mass action not to come up. Or what do you think?
The issue is that the reason why they went on strike or the school were closed down before was not also spread out. But we know it can't be anything less than funding. It can't be any less than their salary. It can't be any less
I'm
than
very sure NOUNS are aware about the criteria that determines the hope.
Yes.
So
yes.
And they are still
NANS is standing now as an activist for the school, for the teachers. Why His Excellency Nelson Weke, which is the Minister for the Federal Capital Territory, insisted on his own area also. But the issue is that dialogue should be applied. Exactly. Teachers staying at home, the kids staying at home, and it's a primary school stuff. It's for primary education, which is not a good one. Do you understand? So we employ, we beg, let's use the word beg.
I don't even think strike should be in the agenda of any association now, because for now, especially what Nigerians are passing through.
Yes. The governor should bring to it. I see the governor, the minister for capital territory, Nyesom Wike, Your Excellency, sir, you have been doing well. Thank you for the infrastructural development you're doing in Abuja, road construction and everything. And these teachers, please look into their case and assist them. Let the teacher goes back to work. Don't let us wait for NANS to start a mass action. That will cause a lot of damages. And for the NANS also, negotiate. You are standing as an activist to the teachers and the pupils of the primary school is a good one. But I think dialogue, peace is still very important. There's nowhere with peace, things can be done. Thank you, Governor. Yes, because he still remains he's a former excellency, former governor. So, right. And the capital territory is also a state. So, it's one of 36 states. So, thank you, Mr. Nweke. Yeah, thank you. Please answer to this people demands.
So, that will be all from my side on that. So, the next one quickly is about this competition, the National Swimming Championship. My question is, especially the male child, we know how engrossed they are with football, sports.
Yes.
Let me say sports. Yes. I don't want to dwell on football alone. How do you think that academic and athletic performances of these children can?
This is a good one. Every child has an habit to perform in any other field,
and there has to be a balance.
Yes, and there has to be a balance. The academic and the non-academic activities. This one is non-academic activities that swimming is coming up. Like I used to say, in Europe, especially like in Germany, you can't be in school without also participating in other activities.
Yes.
Now, most of the athletes we see today, they will say this one is from this particular university, this from particular polytechnic, this from particular college. You understand? So let's begin to have them like this. 180 of them will participate in the national swimming competition. It's a good one. It's a good one. Let's encourage our children, our students to partake in each of these sports. But not necessarily swimming. You cannot be a swimmer, a good swimmer. You can be a good footballer, a basketballer, a table tennis, a ping pong, or whatever. It's a nice one. Let's encourage them. Sport along education is a good thing.
It's very, very good. At least somehow, when I was in secondary school, primary school rather, I can proudly say that I engage in some of these activities, and I can say that one way or the other it affects my brain.
Exactly. A nice one.
So the next one, which is the last one, and it's somehow disheartening that 4 out of 10 Nigerian undergraduates are engaging in drug activities. You know, we've talked about integration of drug education from earlyhood, but considering this analysis from NDLEA that approximately 40% of Nigerian undergraduates abuse the psychoactive drugs such as cannabis, tramadol, codeine, and the likes. And this thing is going, becoming wider. What other factor do you think has not been put in place that is still bringing up this issue?
Number one.
Or do you think this can never be eradicated?
It can be eradicated because it wasn't like this in our time. Seriously, now you see, they take it, drop to the hostel, they sell to themselves, they share themselves, not only smoking
repackaged in another form.
With smoking cigarettes, they are taking tramadol, taking
codeine,
all these things. The issue now, there are so many factors. Number one, peer group. They copy friends. My friend is doing it, I want to do it. And it's affecting them. Then two, parents nowadays are not taking responsibilities. You put your child in school, you don't go to school to check after them. A child will be in school, will not come home, will only be sending money, be making phone call. Let your child come home as a responsible parent, see physically face, see the lips, see the face, you know that something is wrong. This child or this boy or this girl is taking drugs. You understand? Some of them don't. The child will come after 2 years, 3 years. He will have gotten himself or herself engaged in drugs abuse. Then there was a time the National Youth Service Commission, Director General, came up with an idea, an NDLEA, that coppers should be tested.
We talked about it.
Yes, for drug this thing. They came and said no, because those who are involved, they are more than those who are not. Their mouth is, I mean, their voice is more pronounced than those who are not involved. So it is a right thing for us to wake up as parents, as Nigerians, because this thing is destroying life. This thing is destroying careers. The majority of them are engaged, and when they come, when you look them, they look so tattered, and it's affecting their brain. So this needs to, how can you say 4 in 10? That number is too much.
The number is too much.
Almost, that's
40%.
That is too much. That is too much.
So we hope that parents takes the right decision and responsibility of their words. And so we've come to the end of today's program, and I can say it has been educative and informative.
As usually, we are always educating our Nigerians on education. For when you talk here TV, Trend Education News Weekly, we're here for you.
To keep you posted, as always.
If you have not subscribed to our channel. Let's move on. Let's move together. Make comments. You have adverts, you want to place advert, just the number will scroll on the screen. Call the number, chat us, we'll reply you, or make comments. We are here for you and also there for us.
Saying to the end of the program, it was such a very nice section today with Abifab. Next time when I come your way, do well to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, for advert placement, you can show your interest in our comment section. I will do well to get back to you. I remain your host, Florence Emmanuel. Until next time, see you. Bye.